guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Ashley, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today I'm going to be going over with you guys how I customize my brows to my face and keep up with the trends at the same time. So if you want to see how I got my brows like this, then just keep watching. Make sure you guys remember your brows are your brows and no one else's. It's nothing wrong with taking inspiration from different people, magazines, whatever it might be, but just make sure you understand that your brows are yours, so you can customize them however you so choose. So if you want to see step by step how I make my brows work for me, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so step one, you guys, I want you to take your mascara wand, your spoolie, whatever you want to call it, and I want you to just play with your brows and see, sorry I have a little blemish, but see where you like your brows to lay. When you brush them different ways, how does it make your face look? Okay, so this is giving me the fluffy editorial brow, otherwise known as the boy brow. So some of us like to just clean it up a bit and, oh my gosh, brush them to be more sleek and natural looking. And if that works for you, okay. But it's not always necessary for some of us to follow the trends. So I'm going to show you guys how I make my brows customizable to me, because I know we all go through it where we like our brows one minute, the next minute it's like we can't get our brows right, which is throwing our whole makeup game off. I've seen it in videos, I've seen some of the top influencers say it. So let's just get into how I've been customizing my brows for me. So if you haven't seen already, I've posted a video where I did the brow lamination, which is a chemical process that straightens the brows and makes them lay like so. Now they don't stay up like that unless you put brow gel and things of that nature, but basically it's intended to make your brows look more of like the boy brow, and so that you can brush them whichever way you want them to go, and so that they also look thicker and they fill in the sparse spaces. So that's what I've done to mine already. So I've been using the NYX Fill and Fluff eyebrow pencil in the color chocolate. Now it is very important to try different colors of eyebrow pencils. Take a couple dollars, get a couple different pencils. This one is really good. This one has the brush on the other side like this, so it's not the spoolie brush, but I do recommend that you invest in some of these. Now on the other end, what I love about this particular eyebrow pencil is that it's angled, which helps me a lot. So chocolate has been working for me thus far with a lot of different brands, but I've tried everything from auburn to light brown to chocolate to dark brown over the years. So really it's not about what everyone else is doing to their brows, it's about what's going to work for you. There's nothing wrong with adding things from things you see on Vogue or in Cosmopolitan or things like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but if it doesn't work for your face, then you have to do what works for you. So for me, I wanted to take on the boy brow, and it's actually working for me. I take my eyebrow pencil, and at first it was very sharp, not sharp, but it was very like deep. It was defined, but now it's gotten a little chunkier because I've been using it. But I try to go, I always kind of start at the very front of my brows, the beginning. These little hairs right here, how it's very sparse here. There's no, I've been breaking out a lot, y'all. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So you don't really see a lot of hairs here, but I know I want them there because I like that look. And on this side, this one is actually pushed back further than it should be. It should actually be here, the bridge of my nose. So I always start with this one first because this is the one that is already, it's easier to work with. Okay, so this is what I just do. I take my pencil and I turn it. I don't do it like this. I don't do that. I turn it and I start to draw very defined hairs going up, applying light to medium pressure. Then I go here because there's no hair right here. Right here, there's no hair. Hold on, let me focus. There's no hair right there. There's a space. So I take my eyebrow pencil and I very lightly, and do you see how many times I'm going back and forth because I'm doing it very lightly? And that has already created definition. And I just follow that line. There's a natural arch happening right here. I follow it, follow it, follow it, follow it, follow it, follow it. Each time pressing down a little bit harder. And then I just follow, and when I get to the end, I kind of turn my pencil like that so I can get that edge, because I don't want that chunky line. I want and I will go back and clean up that. I will go back and clean up all of that. Now I go back up here and I turn my pencil again so I can go upward, 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 and out, upward and out, upward and out, upward and out, upward, out, 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 out. Excuse that. I'm gonna take my other side and I'm gonna play with these hairs up top and see what else I need to do. So right here, it's kind of like shaky. It's kind of like, what's going on? What's going on? So I'm just gonna fill that in, and then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make a line to complete it. So it's not even that you have to fill in your brows like, I'm gonna fill in every single space. No. Unless you want to, unless you want a dark brow, you can do that. And then I take and I lightly brush things out. And then guess what? I might have to go back again. And that's fine because I don't care. So I kind of erased what I had. So now I know I don't have to go back and brush as much because most of my work is done. And if you want more, if I want more, I put more. And if I don't want more, I don't put more. Okay? So that's that eyebrow. Now, this eyebrow is a little bit different because it's shorter. There's no hairs here, whatever. So on this one, I don't know why, but I start by underlining it first because I guess I'm trying to make it more like the other one before I start to really customize it. But that's what I do. So I've lengthened it and I've given it more definition on the bottom so that now I have a line to go back and add hairs up. And I'm filling in spaces where I don't see hairs. So if there's hairs there, then I don't really stress it too much because it is what it is. There's hairs there. But where there's no hair, I kind of have to do a little bit of work. And that's why these brows are never going to be the same because they're just not. So I'm not going to stress about it. And then let's see, what do we have? Little sparse. Because our eyebrows say a lot. they can look angry when we're really happy. So we have to be careful. All right, let's see. All right, I like them. So I'm gonna stop, and now I'm going to conceal them. Now, I've not been really using concealer on the top of my brows. I still use it on the bottom, but let me show you. I'm using my Kat Von D Lock It concealer, and I take a little bit and I get it on my hand, and then I also take whatever foundation I'm using at the time. So today it will be the NARS Semi-Matte All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Today this is what it is. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to pump that as well right on there. I'm going to take, then I take this and I just mix it together like Picasso, 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 Picasso. Okay, and then I just lift your brows up. That helps a ton. Gives you a ton of space. But don't be wrinkling your forehead too much, because girl, you're gonna have to get that Botox on period. Okay. Then I take my ring finger and I just boop, boop. And I pat, 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 pat. Now, if you would like, because I have blemishes and things like that right up here, I really hate that. So I will actually go back and get those gone. And I will let this sit for a second so it can really soak in there. And then right here on the end, it's kind of like sketchy. So, done. Okay, so I will blend that out in just a second, but right now I'm gonna let that sit because I'm just loving the way you can see these hairs kind of just, but if this doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, because it can look kind of unkept. So it's very important for you to understand what works for your face. So the amount of makeup that I'm gonna put on afterwards, and bronze, and there's a look. So if you don't do any of that, then this might not work for you, but it just might. So you have to customize your brows to you and your personality. It's a mood. Like, it's much more than just brows. It's like, what are your brows saying about you? They are the ones that are actually greeting people before you even say hello. So make them customizable to you, because nowadays people know what a brow is, okay? People know what brow is what brow is on trend. People know. So if you make them customizable to you, what can people say? They can't say that you're trying to do something that you know, if you're not good at something, if you're not good at making your brows look like somebody else's brows, they can't say that because you've made them customizable to you. So yeah, take that extra time to figure out what brow style you really like. Even if you have to look at a magazine or something for inspiration, but still make it customizable to your face and your vibe, and sometimes even your workplace. So this brow is complete, and one thing that I've been loving is setting it afterwards with some setting powder. So this is just the Laura Mercier I have in a cap plus the Too Faced, and I will literally just take, I have a tiny little sponge that I use sometimes. I don't know where it is right now, but I'm just going to take this other one because it's damp and it's actually a beauty blender. And which also, if you put a little of this on your actual brow, it'll keep your brows matte and from being shiny, and from, you know, this will keep the concealer from sliding around, and you know what I mean. So I just did this one, so I don't really want to do the other one on camera, but you get the gist. This is the final look, you guys. So I have my brows just the way I want them with the lip. So still feminine because I threw on a red lip. I have on some blush, some bronzer, my diamond studs. So every little thing you do plays a part, but these brows, okay, I got some questions about what brow products is my favorite. I've done the pomade, I've done the brow pencils, the fat ones, the skinny ones. You have to be careful though with those skinny brow pencils, because when I go in the store, how I decide is, which a lot of us do this, I take the brow pencil and I rub it on my hand, and I see how many times I have to rub it to get it warmed up, to get it to go on. So I like a product that is a little bit creamier, that doesn't require so much work. So this brow pencil that I have by NYX is perfect for me and what I'm trying to do. And who knows, I might go back to the old way I do it. I don't know, it just depends. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe to my channel with your post notifications turned on so you don't miss any great videos like this one. I look forward to talking to you guys soon, and see you later. Love a good brow day.